Hi guys, Lenore here. We're talking core today, and by core I mean the center of your body, i.e. the abdominal muscles, the obliques, and the big back muscles. So usually when you talk about core, the word strength comes up, and core strength definitely is a good thing and required for a lot of things, but also the core, the center of the body, needs to be supple. And so what does supple mean? Supple means just the ability to move and have flexibility and bendability without stiffness. So why would it be important to have a supple core? Well, let me demonstrate with a couple of ideas. So freedom of movement at the core or the center of the body is the foundation for freedom of movement elsewhere in the body, particularly what we call the periphery or the arms and legs. So let's take a look at that. So let's look at the ability to reach. So I'm trying to reach for something. If I just use my arm, I can reach this high. And if I have freedom at the center of the body, then I can reach even higher. So what's happening here is we've got the left hip, in this case, is hiking, and the right is lengthening. So if that is tight, it's going to limit how far I can reach. Okay, these are the oblique part of the core, and that is important to be supple. Another example as it relates to reaching is sort of the two-armed reach. So if you have something you're trying to get from up here, getting your suitcase from the plane or anything you're reaching up for, you can see here, this is the reach of my arms. Now if my abdominal muscles are supple, then I'm able to lengthen and reach a little bit higher. Okay, you guys see that? Okay. We can also look at the back muscles as part of the core, and so the ability to reach down and pick something up off the floor. So if I go ahead and do that, you can see how if there's tightness here, so I'm going to just kind of come up to a flat back, that is I'm contracting the back muscles. So if those are already tight, i.e. contracted, then they're going to prevent me from reaching the floor. Once the back muscles are released and more supple, then I'm able to reach down further. Yet another example is turning to reverse your car. So if we're sitting here at the wheel, if you're looking to back up, you can see how there's a required flexibility in sort of this diagonal direction from kind of shoulder to hip. So that covers the abdominals as well as the obliques in order to be able to rotate. So again, another perfect example of freedom of the movement at the center of the body helps with freedom of the movement at the periphery. So shoulders, neck and shoulders can also be impacted by that, by the way. Another example of suppleness in the core or the center of our body is something we do every day, which is walking. So when we walk, there has to be the ability for the pelvis to alternate hiking up and down, as well as forward, zoop, and back, right? So if the pelvis is attached to the abdominals, the obliques, and the back muscles, they all have attachment points to the pelvis. If they're tight, it's going to prevent the pelvis from doing its movement. So in terms of your gait or how far you're stepping forward, that will be limited if there is tightness in the center of the body. So it becomes really important then to free up the core and make it more supple. So you might be asking, well, how do we do that? We accumulate tightness in the muscles over time through the things that we do, our habits, in response to stress, as well as any maladaptation that might have happened from injuries or surgeries. So the point is that all of these things have been learned over time through our central nervous system. That is the system of the brain controlling the muscles. So we know that if it was learned, it can be unlearned. And so this is where somatics comes in. Somatics is a safe and gentle approach to reduce chronic muscle tightness and pain. So if you want more information on somatics, you can check out my website at yogawithlenore.com. I also have some YouTube videos that highlight how somatics works, what it looks like, so you can check those out. If you found this video helpful, please drop me a like and consider subscribing to my channel. I look forward to sharing with you soon.